The year was 1954. With their sturdy, broken-down microphones, they were headed for greatness in the American West. Jack and Ron in the morning. If you don't laugh like this, you're probably normal.
The following entertainment special contains mature subject matter. Parents may consider some of the program content unsuitable for children. Parental discretion is advised.
It's the bad boys of radio. Here's Jack and Ron.
Hey,
we're here. We're glad to be here. Glad to be anywhere right now. Othello's Italian Restaurant, Edmond, Oklahoma, 1 South Broadway. Great place for the Jack and Ron video podcast, the #1 video podcast in America.
Oh, and we're live. Today is the 10th, is it not?
It is.
So now you know we're live and in living color.
And let me just say this. My name is Paul Bonder, and I approve this message.
Oh,
so now,
good gosh. Let me tell you something, man.
How sick are we of those damn commercials?
I fed up, and then they've now started running them back to back.
Oh, I know.
And it's like,
how much money are they spending to promote this guy?
How much does Paul have? I mean, he's dumped it. He's renting a home. He's buying some land and
building another home.
Yeah, and all of this. And it's like,
and why? I mean, why is it so important to him to become a representative, a senator, whatever it is, here from the state of Oklahoma?
That he never lived in.
Yeah, and he's going up against Tom Cole, who's, represented the state of Oklahoma for what, 15 years?
Ever.
20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cole's a good guy. I don't know how you beat out a guy, an incumbent like that, and I don't mean to get off on politics, but when you just jump in from another state, all of a sudden you throw your name on TV 50 times an hour, and you think everybody's going to vote for you without any knowledge of the guy's past or what he's done in terms of political background.
It's all the same thing. It's no more money for Ukraine. We're going to seal the border and all of that. Yeah, but what else? What else? I mean, that's kind of obvious. It's kind of nuts. So I'll be glad when this is over. And I don't want to get political either, but there's one guy that here in the last couple of weeks has really shown how his sanity has gone around the corner, right off the rails, man.
Wow.
It just bugs me. So enough of that, though. Now we're getting back to what we call normal.
Hey, back to the show. We've got a lot of people to thank, including Othello's. We mentioned the fact that we're here at the Edmond restaurant each and every Monday at 1 o'clock. And then they've got another restaurant down there on Campus Corner in Norman. You love good Italian food? You love great Italian food? Check out Othello's, open daily at 4 o'clock. I just ate here last Sunday. My God, I had the meat ravioli. Oh, my. So good. Love it.
Every time we come here, for some reason, I get hungry. I get hungry, and nobody's in the kitchen right now. But every time we, get here, what they can do, and I said, man, I wish they had a little. But anyway, that'll be after work.
Yeah, we got a couple other people to thank here. Howard Harris, they take care of people from, during a time of bereavement.
Yeah.
They, do, I guess, planning for.
Oh yeah, you can. Don't wait until you die to start thinking about it. No, they have all types of pre-planning as far as what you want for your funeral service, and at the same time, they also handle wills, cremations, and things of that nature. Let me tell you, Howard Harris Funeral Services, my friend, you're gonna go. You might as well go the way you want to go.
Yeah, and go with a quality
and
operation.
Distinction.
Howard Harris,
and some dignity. So that we'll tell you more about that in a little bit. Lay a phone number and a name on you so that you can go ahead and get everything taken care of. I was unaware of how what a burden it could be until a few years back, and looking at it, and I'm saying, you know what? It would be nice if I had this all planned out so I wouldn't have to think about it. I don't have to have people in my ear making suggestions or anything like that. We'll tell you about it in just a little bit.
Yeah, plus we got to thank the good folks at Flash Hauler, longtime sponsor of this incredible broadcast. Flash Hauler, we always say, Uber moves people, Flash Hauler moves merchandise, product, whatever, and they're also the game changers in the moving industry, and we'll tell you more about them coming up. We have a Jack and Ron hotline to tell you about. Call us right now if you would. 405-509-5030. 405-509-5030. That's the number.
We know you have questions for us, and doggone it, we hopefully will have some answers.
And we have a website you can go check out, jackandron.com. jackandron.com. Check it out. And remember, we're live on Facebook every Monday at 1 o'clock, weather permitting, and if my foot is in good shape. You know, I had this, I guess we talked about this last time we were on there. I tore my Achilles tendon, which is really a bad deal. And they did surgery. Dr. Bentley Edmonds up there at McBride Clinic did surgery May 8th, and I'm in a boot now. I'm not allowed to walk on this foot for another 2 weeks, I think. And that's just to try it out to see if I can even walk on it in this big boot thing they give you.
Yeah, I know you can't lift your foot up right now, but
No.
it'll be. Yeah.
I would like to, but I can't get it on camera because it's booted. The boot weighs a ton, and I'll tell you, they got 3 huge incisions, 2 that they stitched, 1 on my calf that they stapled. If you like, we can post the pictures of that on Facebook.
No, I saw one of them. I saw the stitches.
long,
and
the
I
back.
said, whoa.
Yeah.
You know, I was coming by your place to go ahead and see if you needed any help with the yard or anything, but the guard wouldn't let me through.
Yeah, okay.
And I told him who I was coming to see, and he said, "Oh, yeah, he's injured.
He's injured.
He's
and
injured. I can't let you through. He won't be able to handle whatever." I said, "Okay, never mind." So I drove off.
All I can tell you is don't sever or rupture your Achilles tendon. Don't ever do it if you can help it at all.
Hey, don't rupture anything.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
you can keep
But
from
I'm
it.
telling you, this Achilles, I've told people it would be one thing if it was a wrist or an elbow. At least I'd be mobile. I could walk around. I can't. I'm on a knee scooter. I got the scooter parked right back here. And when I leave here, my wife will come pick me up. I go on my knee on this scooter, go out there. She has to pack. I get packed into the car. She packs the scooter up into the vehicle and then takes me to my next location.
Remember, you used to make fun of people.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, of course not.
That doesn't sound like me, does it?
Not at
Anyway,
all.
we also have to thank Richard for handling the production line of this particular podcast, the number 1 video podcast in America.
Yeah.
Richard does the gear and sets it all up and produces it.
Has it been that long? Because he looks kind of buff. You been working out?
Been working out more?
No.
Oh,
really?
Outdoor work.
Okay.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I'm just getting fat sitting around. I can't go to the gym anymore.
I saw you drinking a beer.
Yeah, I'll do a drink. I'll have a
Was it
beer.
good?
Yeah.
I need one. Maybe right about now. I used to go every day to the gym. That's part of the problem, I think, with the Achilles. They say I may have just worn it out by going to the gym every day and running like a madman uphill on that treadmill. Anyway,
I suspected that. That's why I've been saving mine.
Yeah.
And not going to the
not
gym.
going to the gym. Good idea. All right, I think we got to kick things off here with 2 Tough Trivia, which we do each and every week. Listen up.
All right. Well, it's if you know anything about medicine or about the body, you may be able to help with this, Jack. How much area does your skin cover? I'm talking about measuring now. You
I
lay
think
it
that
out.
would depend on the size of the person, too,
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
yeah. We're talking about the on the average now.
Say that again?
How much area-wise does your skin cover? The area of skin. If it took it out, stretched it all out, and everything, put it together, how much?
I
What size?
would say about 12 feet.
Mm-hmm.
12 feet
Like
of
square
skin.
feet?
Pardon me?
Like square feet?
Yeah.
This thing's hurting.
Yeah, I'd probably say 15, 20 square feet, 25 square feet.
Wow. What did I say, 12?
You said 12.
Okay.
But by the way, you're both wrong.
Are we anywhere close in the ballpark?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Are we
close.
too low or too high?
And
I guess we're going to.
sound like Jeopardy.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah. I was a little surprised, especially with looking at some people, and you are right, Jack. There are some people that are way above norm.
Probably have more skin than many of us.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, but on the average, average people like you and I.
All right. And I'm saying 12 feet, so I'm thinking maybe I'm close. And you said 25? All right. All right, now we got to get to Richard and Asinine Trivia. I believe that's the next item on the agenda. By the way, The answer to Too Tough Trivia coming up right here at the end of the podcast, about 50 minutes from right now.
Yeah, call your doctor and see if they know.
Yeah, and if they don't, you might want to think about changing doctors.
Yeah, and you can either go ahead and text us, or you can go ahead and call. Have your doctor call.
Have your doctor call us. I gave you the number. It's 405-509-5030. 405-509-5030. Lines are open right now. Operators on duty standing by so that you don't forget to do so. Call by midnight tonight. This offer will not be repeated. I repeat, the offer will not be repeated. Call us, 405-509-5030.
By the way, hi, Patty Stowers. She's a long-time listener, and she's been with us forever. She says, work is getting in the way of my Jack and Ron.
Oh, no, you can't have that.
Have a great day. Yeah.
I quit that job.
Yeah, that's or either playing your lunch hour right about now.
I agree 100%. I'm trying to find where I am here on this thing. Trying to find us on my phone. Oh, there we are. Okay, very good. So let me check the comments. Yeah, you're right. Patty's on board. Hey, Patty, good to have you. All right, let's get to Asinine Trivia. Trivia is so easy, it's asinine. We quiz Richard, our producer, with Asinine Trivia.
Now, he's had a chance to kind of relax, let his mind expand, grow a little bit more, and he's going to whip him out. I just know it.
And the reason he's had a chance to relax is because of my foot. Due to this Achilles tendon and the surgery and all that, we haven't done a podcast in a few weeks because it's just been cumbersome and just not comfortable.
I've had a few inquiries that's, well, he may not be able to make it. Well, Ron, why don't you? Well, you could go ahead and do it. I said, yeah, I could, but
you're not gonna.
Why not go ahead and relax now and take some time off and
enjoy life.
Yeah.
All right.
We're glad to be back.
Here we go. Asinine Trivia. Trivia is so easy. It's asinine. We go with question number 1 for Richard. What type of ball do you use while bowling?
Bowling ball.
A bowling ball is correct. Okay, question 2. When someone says, hey, I really need some preparation H. Milk while squirting ready whipped cream topping.
What's wrong with
from
that?
a can on each other's bare bottoms while listening to the Macarena, and who also performed the #1 video podcast in America.
Jack and Ron.
Hey.
You got it. Ring that bell. Damn. All right, something I wanted to bring up here real quick now that Richard passed the test. I just saw this last week. Another TV season has just wrapped up. Last couple weeks. Here it is. Can you guess the most watched TV series of the entire season?
Of the entire season.
At #1. This goes way back. It goes back a ways,
Drama, comedy, or musical?
Neither.
You sound like me.
I'll tell you what it is. #1 was Sunday Night Football.
Well, I
can't remember.
I'll watch it for free. I'm not going to pay for it.
I can't remember because Al Michaels does the play-by-play, and I think Al Michaels is the best play-by-play man in the country. But yeah, when he left NBC to go to this, maybe, I don't know, it couldn't be Peacock. It's Prime. I think it's Prime. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Peacock is NBC, though, isn't it?
It's part of NBC, but
yeah.
Prime is the one he went to, and it cost you some money. And I guess I spent the money last year to see it because I was watching it. Well, I wanted to see the football on Thursday night.
Yeah. Rest assured, they scheduled the right games for Thursday night to make sure, I want to see that.
Yep.
The two top teams in their division, and they're playing each other. All right.
Let's suck everybody in.
How much?
Yeah.
How much?
All right, here's something else, a little survey, another survey for you. The states with the worst drivers. States with the worst drivers. All right, they crunched all the data, and everybody, from one end of the country to the other.
Large city?
The state, the actual state.
Oh, wow.
Worst drivers, believe it or not, New Mexico is at the top of the list. Hold on. Wyoming is second, followed by Texas, and then Oklahoma. I knew we had some of the worst drivers in the country.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, I didn't know we were where we were, but I knew we'd be top 10.
We're in the top 5, baby.
Oh, man. Even better.
But we're not #1. We need to try harder.
All right. I have a question for you.
Hi.
Father's Day coming up. What is the best, at least for you, and then your opinion. The best Father's Day gift, because let's face it, Mother's Day, everybody goes and they move heaven and earth to make sure that everything is fine. But Dad, how many more, handkerchiefs is he going to get, and how many,
how many pairs of socks and underwear?
Yeah, and how much more, Jade East or Brute or whatever the
Cologne
favorite
of the
cologne is. Yeah. So what is your favorite Father's Day gift?
Do you know what I like? My daughter will send me a lot of times. She'll just send me a gift card to like a $500 gift card to like restaurants. A group of restaurants like Hal Smith Group. They've got 80, 90 restaurants, all different types, from steakhouse to burger joint. She'll send me a gift card for that. And I think that's a great gift. Yeah,
that's dynamite, man.
I love it.
Yeah.
What about you, Richard?
They normally do pretty good. They normally get like something that they can see that I want, like tools or
Condoms.
wine. Oh, yeah, I need those.
Get the sheepskin. Anyway.
What about you, Ron?
What about you, Ron?
Oh, most of the time, it's something that they can come back and borrow later.
That's the spirit.
And
Like a car.
And most of the time it's some type of clothing. Here's.
Well, that's nice if it's a good clothing item, something that you really want and would like to wear. The bad part is if they give you something you don't like, and you think, "Oh God, I better wear it next time I see him."
Yeah. See, I know what, and it usually comes with this. I know this is coming up, if I'm not mistaken. My daughter will come over and she'll cook dinner for me.
Well, that's really cool.
Well, yeah, but that, it's on a Sunday, and there are 4 Sundays, in a month. So I'm figuring 12 months in a year, I should be in line for at least 12 dinners.
That's a nice idea.
Yeah, but doesn't turn
One a
out-
month.
It doesn't. It doesn't turn out that way, though.
That's really a damn shame.
Yeah.
Well.
So yeah, yay Father's Day for a lot of you out there, and especially you fathers paying child support right now. Yeah.
And that's the Sunday, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I got one other thing I wanted to touch on real quick.
Hey, don't let them fool you, man. Don't let them say, "Ooh, I forgot." None of that crap, man.
Before we get to, it's this coming weekend. Yeah, this weekend's Father's Day. I thought this was interesting. Some guy named Greg went viral for placing a very strange order from McDonald's. He did this last Saturday. He ordered a triple cheeseburger. Triple cheeseburger, but he had everything removed. So no ketchup, no mustard, no pickle, no onions, no cheese, no bun, no meat. He says he just wanted to see what would happen. And he ordered it to be delivered. When the driver got to the restaurant, he texted the purchaser, Greg, and said, "Cheeseburger with everything removed, including the bun and meat? So you're going to get an empty box? You cool with that?" Greg said, "Perfect, thank you." What is wrong with this dude? The order was, get this though, the order was still wrong when Greg opened the box, which was sealed for freshness. The empty box in there was a box of the deluxe McCrispy, the chicken sandwich, which he didn't order. And then he said, "I ordered a triple cheeseburger, not a McCrispy." Anyway, he gave the driver $20 for his nothing burger. Why would you do that?
Bored.
Just to see how...
Well, he got viral.
Yeah, but here's $20 I'm going to get rid of, and for something I don't want.
And I'm not going to eat.
Yeah. So
Ordered it.
Interesting.
I guess McDonald's they do have triple cheeseburgers, which is sort of one of those
Hitting off. Like,
silent menus, or what do they call it?
yeah.
sounds
They-
aggressive. A triple cheeseburger?
Triple cheeseburger. I'll get the double, but never had the triple.
Now, are you talking about not the Big Mac type
No, it's
bread?
just a triple
meat.
cheeseburger.
Meat. You're talking about the quarter pounder burger meat, right?
It says ketchup, mustard, pickle, onions, and cheese with a triple meat and a bun.
Okay, what?
I've never had it.
It depends on the meat. If it's the quarter pounder meat, that's one thing. But if it's one of those, Big Mac meats, there's a difference. There is a difference. Now,
You do know your meat.
Yeah. Now, speaking of meat, you've been watching. Have you been watching? I have an opinion because I don't like politics that much, but I don't consider Donald Trump politics. I think at this point he's entertainment.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I'm just thinking, what do you think? Probation, jail, community service?
He's never going to jail. I guarantee you that. Donald Trump will not see any jail time. I don't know if
everybody wants him to, though. I mean, this is the weirdest. I won't say everybody because that's wrong. A lot of people want to see him go to jail. I was liking the community service, picking up trash on the highway.
That's a cool one.
Yeah,
but he'll probably just get what was the other one again?
Probation.
Probation. That's all he'll get, if that. If they give him probation, it'll be like 12 weeks of probation. You got to behave. And so he's not going to jail. I guarantee you that. Donald Trump ain't going to jail. Yeah. All right, we got some audio to get to. We got to get to this audio. And I just thought, I heard this and thought, this is really funny. Comedian Wanda Sykes talking about being presented, as an actress and a comedian and all. She was presented by different organizations, the opportunity to star in different sitcoms. Well, here she is talking about being presented with bad sitcom ideas.
Got a show coming out, my own sitcom coming out. I'm really excited about it because it's an idea that I came up with. Before you get to do a show that you want to do, you got to listen to all they bad ideas. And they had a lot of bad ideas. My agent would call me and she's like, Wanda, you don't even want to hear this. I was like, no, tell me, what is it? She's like, all right. They want you to play a maid. And you win the lottery. But you love working for this family so much. You continue to be their maid. I said, set it up. I want to meet these people so I can slap that dumb ass idea right out their head.
That's funny. Crack me up.
What makes you think people want to work for you like that? That's ridiculous. I'm going to tell you right now, if somebody walked in here and told me I just won the lottery, I will walk out in the middle of this joke.
That's good stuff. I mean, how funny. What a concept.
Oh,
I mean, that is a funny concept, or whatever you want to call it, idea for a sitcom. The maid wins the lottery and decides she wants to continue being a maid.
Or maybe even just a special if somebody doesn't want to spend that much money on an extended draw out of that idea. By the way, she's in a show. It's on Netflix called Upshaws.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah,
on
Upshaws.
Netflix,
She and Kim Fields and
Kim Fields too.
I forgot the cat's name already.
But it's good.
Yeah, it is. I like it a lot. So
she's a very funny lady.
Yeah,
I've always thought she was hilarious. We got to take a break. A little break, not going to be gone for long. Just a quick commercial timeout to let you find out about the people that help support this giant program, this #1 video podcast in America, live, global, coast to coast, and, interplanetary. So we'll take a break. Be right back. We've got email, Roy the Movie Guy, News of the I'll Be Damned, Tri-Bond, Sleazy, Trashy, Showbiz Report.
Wow.
So much more coming up. Hang on. We'll be back in a flash.
Hey, Jack, BK, I need some wings. Are you guys up there?
Affirmative. Your backup is cloud-based. It's all on the cloud nowadays.
That's funny. But you guys have the wings?
Winger, Jack. Winger. Hey, they had a couple of big hits back in the 80s, remember? Winger, Big Hair.
Great wings don't just fall from the sky. They come from Louie's, where we're preparing food fresh daily. Come try one of our great new sandwiches. Or wings with any of 7 delicious sauces. Louie's, we're in your neighborhood.
We've got this down to a science. Over? Yeah, we're
Hey, Al, I thought we were meeting at Othello's.
Hey, Jack, I am at Othello's.
Well, I'm looking around, and I don't see you. Oh, wait. Are you at Othello's in Edmond?
No, I'm at Othello's in Campus Corner in Norman.
Oh, great. Well, fortunately, both Othello's have great Italian food.
They sure do, and I'm having the baked ziti.
Ooh, I'm having chicken marsala.
Let's continue with the meeting.
Yeah, sure thing, over the phone, but I need one thing.
What's that?
Your credit card number, because you're buying. Othello's Italian Restaurant on Campus Corner in Norman and in downtown Edmond.
Your appliances move or need a tow, Flash Hauler it. Haul it, tow it, deliver it with Flash Hauler. Download the Flash Hauler app free. Do it now. Flash Hauler. You bought it online, and now you need to haul that big couch. Flash hauler it. Bought a washer or dryer, and need to transport it from the seller's location to yours. Flash hauler it. Have office furniture to move across town. Flash hauler it. Car breakdown, and you need a tow. Flash hauler it. Anytime you need furniture or appliances moved or need a tow, Flash hauler it. Haul it, tow it, deliver it with Flash hauler. Download the Flash hauler app free. Do it now. Flash hauler.
And in addition to that, especially if you've got a senior in your family, aunt, uncle, grandparent, or whatever, who maybe wants to downsize, move into a senior center, they have incorporated and integrated with all senior living centers in the entire state of Oklahoma.
Yep.
I'm saying in the entire state. They have the floor plans for each and every apartment or dwelling in every one of the senior centers. They can have you look at them, decide which plan you want.
And let you know, sorry, you got way too much stuff for this place.
Time to sell some of it off.
That's it.
And on top of that, with the way they can set it up for you, they can tell you a flat fee. They're not going to charge you hourly or, oh, now all of a sudden you went 50 pounds over, we're going to charge you more money. They give you one flat rate. Call Flash Hauler. Go online, flashhauler.com, FLASHOLR.com. They're great people.
Let them do the heavy work for you.
No doubt about it.
And also heavy work, but just for a few, talking about what's coming up. And we're talking about your final talk, your final journey. Mm-hmm. It's Howard Harris Funeral Services, my friend, providing elite with professionalism and distinction service. Let me tell you, this is the ability. They have it for you to plan your final journey yourself with the pre-need funeral package. There are several pre-plans that are offered to you. You'll have a skilled counselor to help you choose the right plan for you, service customizations, and dignified memorial services with cremation. Licensed funeral director and insurance counselor Audrey Howard Harris is at your service, and you can reach her by calling 405-682-1883. That's 405-682-1883. And they also offer will and estate planning. They got it all covered, my friend. So you can get peace of mind with advanced funeral planning, sparing your loved ones added grief and financial burdens. And I don't know about you, Jack, but I've been around times when folks were trying to plan services, and I tell you, everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's wanting to do this and do that. No, you handle it all yourself and have it, in advance. Howard Harris will make sure your wishes are followed with cremation, traditional memorial services, all customized for you. So make sure your life is celebrated the way you want with elite professionalism and distinction.
Like I like to say, I'll do it my way.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Singing extra. Call Jack singing extra, I should say. Call licensed funeral director and insurance counselor Audrey Howard Harris at 405-682-1883. The plans for your future final journey can begin today. Cremation packages start at $11.88.
Great people, man, and they will take good care of you. Like Ron says, financial planning, planning your will, all the different things necessary. And if you don't have a will planned out, your family's going to run into all kinds of trouble with probate and all the other things. So,
man,
you don't want that.
And you'll be surprised at some of the relatives that you thought you knew very well, and they seem to be, kind of level-headed. All of a sudden, when it comes time as far as probate and stuff, woo!
Yeah.
Like, who are you?
Where'd you come from?
Yeah, you acting like this. Check them out.
Yeah, good people, for sure. Okay, we got to get to some email because we get tons of email from people who constantly have problems. They have issues. They're in crisis. Where do they go to get the answers? Dr. Phil? Hell no. They come to the men in the know, Jack and Ron.
And that's how we started off. Dear Jack and Ron, kind of a situation here. School's out, and my two high schoolers are bored and getting on my last nerve. They sleep late. They stay up late. Well, I suggested jobs, but they claim to be unable to find any.
Huh.
Hey, I see signs all the time. Now hiring, help wanted, and all of that. Guys, you say what? Well, just like we were saying, so many answers to give them. Home chores. What about home chores? I don't mean, cut the yard. They're supposed to be doing that anyway. But give them some big home chores to help out that special lady around the house.
So remodel the bathroom.
Yeah.
Outdoors.
Do some painting,
Re-roof the house.
All kinds of stuff.
Now there's a job.
And or if they can volunteer, if they really can't do anything, they're not making any money, volunteer for community service. They can help out that way. And they can learn to get along without all the money that you're giving them now.
I'll tell you what, though. You give them the job of like re-roofing the garage or remodeling the kitchen. You see how fast they go out and get a job. It'll happen overnight.
What are you doing? I'm going job hunting today.
Yeah. It'll happen, and it'll happen quick. All right. Interesting email. And we hope we solved your problem.
Yeah.
Now it's on to the movies. Roy, the movie guy, joins us, and we got to find out what Roy's talking about because we haven't talked to Roy in 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh yeah, we've had 2 or 3 different movie premieres that we
completely missed.
Couldn't inform you of. So, Roy.
Hello, Roy. How are you?
Bring it on.
Thank you, guys. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Now let's talk some box office numbers and what's opening up this weekend at the box office. Coming in at number 5 this past weekend was Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes with $5.4 million. The Watchers was $7 million. If with $8 million. The Garfield movie with $10 million. And the number 1 movie this weekend at the box office was Bad Boys Ride or Die with $56 million at the box office. I did go see this movie this past weekend. It is awesome. I enjoyed it immensely. I encourage everybody to go out and check out the new Bad Boys movie. And FYI, there is a scene in there with Will Smith getting slapped. I don't know if they did that purposely or they just had it in there prior. Who knows? Anyway, let's talk about what's opening up this weekend at the box office. We have Inside Out 2, starring the voice talents of Amy Poehler, Tony Hale, Maya Hawke, Phyllis Smith, and Paul Walter Hauser, and Lewis Black. Joy, sadness, anger, fear, and disgust have been running a successful operation by all accounts. However, when anxiety shows up, they aren't sure how to feel. Rated PG with a runtime of 1 hour and 36 minutes long. And that's a look at what's opening up this weekend at the box office. Back to you guys in the studio.
Now, is that an animated film? He said the voice talents of so-and-so.
Inside Out. Yeah.
And
in fact, this is the second Inside Out movie.
That's how out of it I am when it comes to certain animated films. Yeah, and why did it become anime instead of animated? Remember, it used to be animated films. Now they call it anime.
Well,
is there a difference?
I picked up the word anime for the animation out of Japan.
Ah, that's what it is.
Yeah, and and the animation out of Japan is it's different.
I've seen some of it. I know it's like choppy, and sometimes it's a little.
Well, yeah,
it's their idea of good animation. It's a little different.
They get kind of adult with some of the stuff too.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I try not to miss that.
Well, like I say to all my Japanese friends, Ohio.
Boy.
That's hello in Japanese, right? Yeah.
And sayonara?
That's goodbye.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We've got to get to some more audio we've got for you. This is part of a press conference that I thought was really interesting. We grabbed part of it. This guy talking about a woman who posted several videos of herself stripping while on the job at a school. She was stripping while on the job at a school, and I'm not positive she was a teacher, but it just sounds like.
Bet you nobody's ditching her class.
Yeah, no. So anyway, she posts this video of herself stripping, and here's what one of the members of the Houston school board or whatever had to say what he saw on the video.
In an elementary school teaching our children, we got a teacher in the classroom on school hours, stripping down butt naked, bending over and showing everything on the video, and all you could see was cellulite hanging in pubic hair. This is a disgrace and a shame that this is the type of educator and teacher that is in the classroom. And she made multiple videos. This woman obviously had lost her damn mind. She needs psychotropic medication. She pulls out her breasts and she's juggling them. Look like she's about to fall over. Then she bends over and pulls down her panties, spreads her cheeks. I'm not lying. I'm telling you what's on the video. This is madness. This woman should never, ever be allowed to be an educator. This woman should never be allowed to work around children ever again.
Well,
wonder what Ryan Walters would say about that.
Yeah. Well, and what was she teaching? How old were the students?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't give any of those.
They said elementary.
Yeah, they did say elementary.
Elementary?
Yeah, he said elementary.
When do they introduce sex education in the classroom? Maybe
like late middle school.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
grade, grade.
it all depends the way things are going these days. There are certain things you can't read, certain things they can't touch, certain things teachers can't say. And I'm saying, I don't know if I like this type of education. That's kind of weird. As you can imagine, with a couple of weeks off, more or less, I had a chance to really look and see what's going on in this state, in this city, and everything. And you know what? We have some screwed up people here, man.
Oh yeah, we got
some
public
screwed up
education
people.
is upside down with the people running. Or let's just go ahead and say, that Walters dude, he's a little questionable. Some of the crap he comes up with. I'm talking about Ryan Walters, superintendent, and I question some of his methodology. And
I question all of his methodology, because it seems that all of the talk and concerns about education are going one way from his office out, instead of back and forth as to find a good thing. And I always look at it. There are so many people that are in positions of power that don't do. When was the last time you taught? When was the last time you sat in on a classroom? When's the last time you got someone else's opinion? Well, as far as like books, for instance, kid can't go to the library and get every book they may want to read, and it's just kind of weird.
Well,
it kind of reminds me of some nation that overseas.
Sure, I totally understand. It reminds me of our last broadcast operation that we worked 4 years ago. Before we left, that company had appointed a female, which is fine, but this female had taken Reader's Digest into bankruptcy, and then they appointed her the head of the radio group, the radio company, 500 and some odd stations we had. She'd never been in a radio station in her life, and now she's running 500 and some stations. Never been on the air, never been in a radio station. How do you get to be the head of a radio? Be like putting me in charge of the neurosurgery clinic. What, totally wrong.
And it was interesting. She hired a bunch of individuals who were out of work at that time.
Yeah.
to help her run the company. And it's like,
and none of them had much radio, if any, radio experience either.
Yeah. As evidenced by the fact that you're watching this podcast right now.
There you have it. All right, man, we got to get to this. One of my favorite parts of the program.
News of the I'll Be Damned.
Wow. You serious about it today, weren't you?
Scared the hell out of me. All right, your news of the I'll Be Damned. A grocery store in Russia got some bad press. Bad press after 18 customers landed in the hospital with food poisoning linked to their products. So to keep people coming in, the owner announced that if anyone got food poisoning, he'd go ahead and pay them 1 million rubles each, which is about $11,000 in American. The strategy worked, and people came back in droves. But for a weird reason, they were trying to get food poisoning so they could get the $11,000. One report said customers were even licking the eggs, hoping they were covered in salmonella, so they would contract food poisoning at the store and be able to collect the $11,000. And there's your news of the I'll Be Damned.
Unbelievable. Absolutely. If that was the case, I know some places around here they could come and get all the food poisoning they want.
By the way, Danny, is it Danny Hobson? Danny Hobson's checking us out. Hey, Danny, thanks for checking out the podcast today. Thanks to everybody. Be sure to share this #1 video podcast with every member of your Facebook friend list. Anybody, we're also on YouTube. So go ahead and share that with all your friends on YouTube.
Wherever you get your podcast, you'll find us.
We're everywhere. We're everywhere.
It's just that simple, man. That's crazy. After a 2 or 3 week vacation, it was a vacation. Okay, vacation. You can let everyone know that we're back.
Yeah, we're back, and it wasn't much of a vacation for me because I tore my Achilles tendon and had to have the surgery on it. And I just don't. Just coming to do the show.
You party too hard, man. You party way too hard.
It's just so cumbersome having to get on a knee scooter and scooter myself around it, having to get it packed in the vehicle, having my wife transport me. It's just tough on her, because she's got a full-time job.
Yeah. So what are you going to do to let her know that you appreciate the time and effort that she's put in helping you get around while you are?
Next Christmas, I'm going to get her a really nice gift. Okay. We've got some more audio for you. Have you ever heard the term?
Before we do that, let's do that sleazy, trashy show.
Oh, is that what? Did I screw up? Oh, yeah, I sure is. Well, it's all the medication from the foot. Yeah, we're supposed to get to the. Let me get my.
What, you got some of that medication with you?
I'll check the car. Sleazy, trashy, showbiz report.
Lord have mercy. Taylor Swift stopped her show because a fan was having an issue.
Oh,
some
what kind
difficulties.
Of an issue?
I don't know if they were, couldn't fighting
Had
over
a
a
seizure
seat or throwing up. I don't know,
Oh, wow.
but she stopped the show, and she's done it before. If there are some of her fans that are in trouble, she makes sure that they are taken care of, and she has the people to go out there and help out. Now, her tour includes, are you ready for this? 60 locations worldwide. Over 4.5 million tickets have already been sold.
60 locations. That's
60.
like 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
60 locations throughout the metro.
And that's unbelievable. Now, you look at how much her tickets cost, a few $100. I take that back. A few $100 now, but she and Beyonce, I believe, are coming up with some special concerts where it's $2,000 a person.
Well,
I'm sorry. I like good music, but I'm not paying $2,000.
Is that going to be a combined effort? Is it going to be Taylor Swift and Beyonce together on site?
No.
It's almost like how much, I don't know. It's like an evil thing.
It is.
It's like, why would you demand that much of your fans?
Yeah.
Like if it's already because of them, you're able to, be there.
Because
but you're gonna draw out more money.
Because they will pay for it. That they are paying for it.
That is right.
Somebody
got to take advantage of somebody, right?
Yeah. Well,
I just can't believe that they would charge that much. But I've seen that price tag and even greater for other bands and other artists around the country. And I'm thinking, who has that kind of money to spare to go to a concert?
Man, that's. Whew. I don't know. You raid your savings account or something like that. That is absolutely insane. More on tour prices in just a bit.
Okay.
Looks like Caitlin Clark will not be on the U.S. basketball team going to the Olympics in Paris. A lot of people are upset about that, but experts say, well, she will be even better in the next 4 years. And Caitlin says, well, they just woke up the monster. And she's going to, sort of show out. Her team, what was it, 4 or 5 games when they first started, didn't have a victory at all. So I don't know. But the people who are there, they've been there before and they have the experience. So we'll see what happens with her. Kelly Clarkson won't replace Katy Perry on American Idol. A lot of people have been asking her to do that since she was the very first American Idol. And she said she told her kids that she wouldn't do anything like that would take her away from them like she did with The Voice. She said she really liked The Voice, but it just pulled her away from her kids way too much. So, no, she will not be the replacement.
I don't think most people realize how much time is consumed with these judges, whether it's AGT, America's Got Talent, which I really do like that show. You've got Howie Mandel and you got Sofia Vergara and
Heidi
Klum, and then Simon Cowell. These shows take up a lot of time because they're having to sit there and watch all these performers And they don't do it in just one show. A lot of that stuff is split up, and it's numerous days and repeat performances and all. So it really does take up a ton of time.
And it's amazing to me how Simon Cowell, who I first learned of on American Idol, now he's doing British Idol, and now America's Got Talent. And I said, you made a job of just sitting in judgment on folks. I said, that is
true.
That is unbelievable.
That's a hell of a job.
Yeah. Well, you suck. You suck. Get off the stage.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Last week's, by the way, I watched it last Tuesday night. Last Tuesday night was phenomenal. It seems like every time I think, oh, you'll never get another act better than that, bam, they find one. It's pretty impressive.
I've seen some wild stuff too, and they've been throwing that golden button around a lot lately here. Jennifer Lopez cancels her summer tour amid rumors she and Ben Affleck are having problems.
I heard that they were married before, they got divorced, and they got remarried, right? Or am I close?
They were together before. I don't think they were married. They were together before, and then they split up, and she remarried, and he...
Because she married... Did she marry A-Rod?
No,
or was she just with him?
I forgot this cat.
But she was with A-Rod for a while.
Oh,
right?
yeah, she was. And,
Alex Rodriguez.
And then Ben Affleck stole her. Anyway, they were supposedly having problems. They were seen out, a little kissing on the cheek and all of that.
Wow.
But, and she canceled her tour and canceled her, the show that she had on Netflix didn't do that well either. So, again, concert prices, they say is a reason, but I'm thinking it's that man of hers.
Could be.
The concert script for Sister Act 3 is now done. I don't know if you had a chance to see on The View. They had a lot of the kids who were on there for Sister Act 2.
I miss that.
And these are adults now. They were coming out.
Up.
And it was nice. It brought a tear to my eye, man. And finally, Diddy, look for some jail time for him. I don't care how much money he has. At this particular point, he's losing a lot of accounts too. His liquor account, his clothing account, and some of the other accounts that he had that people were, hanging on to him for. He's losing them, and now he's being investigated even further by the feds. And
he could be in big trouble.
And no could be about it. Now a lot of people who he had wronged are now coming out, spilling the beans on him. So, and now the one that bothered me so much, and I heard they're really investigating this, is Diddy's possible involvement with the death of Tupac.
Whoa.
And possibly involved with the death of the Notorious B.I.G., which was with his label, but I didn't know this, but the Notorious B.I.G. was wanting to leave his label and go somewhere else. So, Diddy, you're in doo-doo. That's your Hollywood update.
All right, man. #1 video podcast in America. You're watching it right now on Facebook and YouTube Live. Remember, we've got a phone number you can call, 405-509-5030. That's the number to call. You can get in there, you can leave us a voicemail or whatever. We've got a website, jackandron.com, and so much more. All right, we got to get to this other audio. Have you ever heard the term ghost poop? Ghost poop. It's trending right now on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of two things, or kind of sometimes both. It's when you look in the toilet and there's nothing there because it's sunk straight down, or it's when you... Oh, God. Here it says, or it's when you wipe and there's nothing to show for it. Some say it can be a sign of IBS or Crohn's disease, but Dr. Janine Bowring says it could actually be good for you. Listen to the doctor.
What does this poop mean? If you have this type of poop, you may just be the healthiest person on the planet. And it is the ghost poop, the poop that you look in the toilet, you're like, I'm sure I pooped, but it's gone. Well, it's gone. Why? Because you probably have enough fiber. You even wipe and you're like, I thought I pooped. I don't see anything. It's because you've got that fiber. You've got enough of those essential fatty acids. Your circadian rhythms are in tune with nature, with the light and dark cycle of the day. And you've got that ghost poop.
Wow. I didn't know it was so damn scientific.
Yeah, and they assume that everybody does it the same way. Like when when they get up, they turn around and they look to examine, or when they wipe, they go ahead and examine. You know,
right?
It's like I don't know. I just want to get in, do my business, and get out. Yeah,
get in, get it done, get out.
Thank you very much.
That's our theory. All right, we got to say hi to Arjun. My friend Arjun used to work at the Jiffy Stop convenience store up there at Memorial and Bryant, where I used to go. I would see Arjun in there all the time. Arjun, good to see you on board. Thanks for checking out the #1 video podcast in America. Now, time for one of our favorite features. It is the dumbass joke of the day. You ready for this?
I need to smile right about now.
All right.
All
We have
poop.
3 very cheesy jokes, and we asked Ron to pick one of the cheesy jokes. So again, Ron gets to pick his cheese.
Let's do it.
Here are the jokes. Number 1, the worker. 2, the relationship. 3, the blind man. Again, the worker, the relationship, the blind man.
We came back to work.
Okay.
The worker.
Okay, the worker.
Yeah.
A guy says to his boss, hey, I need to leave early today. I'm going to be a father. Boss says, well, heck yeah, take the afternoon off. The guy returns to work the next day. The boss comes in and says, so how'd it go? Is it a boy or a girl? Guy says, I'll let you know in 9 months. Okay, that ain't bad. Come on, I get a little ring-a-ding.
That's how it happens.
Okay, I got another one for you if you'd like. Okay. A guy and his girlfriend are trying this whole long-distance relationship. You know, that long-distance relationship thing. He has to stay 100 feet away from her at all times, and the police also say he should stop referring to her as his girlfriend.
Ooh.
I like it. Okay, I got one more for you. Come on.
Bro, he's been thinking these past weeks.
Here you go. A group of nuns is painting their convent on a very hot summer day. They're out there painting. Mother Superior tells them to hurry up and finish because the blind man is coming. The nuns get so hot from working in the heat, one of them says, let's take off our tops to cool down. Another one says, okay, I guess, it's just a blind man that's coming. So the blind man arrives and says, hey, nice breasts. Where do you want the blinds?
Oh. That's what happens when you assume.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Okay, we're gonna knock out Tribond real quick and then get to Too Tough Trivia. This was the Tribond we gave you back on May 6th, 2 days before my Achilles tendon surgery, which held us out of here for a few weeks. 3 words, you got to come up with 1 word that works with the 3. The answer must match ours. This one was so easy, a one-legged dog with an eye patch and no tail could get it. The 3 words, job, care, light. Again, let me give it to you guys. Job, care, light.
A couple of weeks ago I knew the answer, but it's been a couple of weeks, and now I'm not sure.
I think you got it last week, didn't you?
I thought I did.
I think you did. Want me to tell you what it is?
Yeah.
The word is day. Daycare, daylight.
Oh no, memory isn't.
You got a day job.
Memory didn't rack up that one.
Yeah, that doesn't sound familiar.
All right.
It sounds like one of my answers.
Then let me give you another one, and you'll have 7 days to think about. We'll come back next Monday to give you the answer. Tribond, 3 words. Come up with 1 word that works with the 3. The 3 words: card, bait, tiger. This one,
like fish bait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Card, bait, tiger. So simple. A monkey with no banana and a severed tail could easily get this. All right? I'm telling you what, a chicken with no pecker could get this. Card, bait, tiger.
The tiger's throwing me off.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of strange. That bait, when you talk about fish bait, and that's about it, and fish card fish. Nah.
All right. Well, we'll have 7 days to think about it, gentlemen. Meanwhile, we got to get to Too Tough Trivia to wrap this thing up.
And you won't have to wait 7 days for that. We're going to give you the answer today. How much area does your skin cover? We're talking about if they were to take all the skin off you and, arrange it, how much skin would you have? We're talking about the average person now.
Okay. I said 12 feet.
Yeah,
yes, you did.
25.
Okay. Jack, you're under. Richard, you're over.
All right. So what is the answer?
21 square feet.
That is pretty large. That's
21, man.
average
Yeah,
room.
we were in the neighborhood.
Yeah, 21
that's a pretty
square
big room.
feet. Yeah,
All right,
yeah. Well,
very good.
Remember, they said stretches.
Good job. All right, we'll have another Too Tough Trivia question for you next week, along with news of the I'll Be Damned, some Ask Jack and Ron email, so much more, plenty of audio, and all the other good stuff.
And
thanks to
surprises too. We got a couple of surprises.
Thanks to Howard Harris, great funeral service and planning for your next journey. Also, thanks to Flash Hauler, the great people at Flash Hauler. We say Uber moves people, Flash Hauler moves product. So thanks to all those guys, and thanks to Othello's for letting us come in here every week and hang out at Othello's Italian Restaurant in Edmond. They got another location down there in Norman. Check out Othello's for great Italian food, open every day at 4 p.m.
How about lunch every Monday for Jack and Ron? Make that suggestion to them. See what they say.
Put that in the suggestion box. All right. And also thanks to Richard for taking care of the gear, setting it up, being the executive producer of this bombastic broadcast.
And looking buff. Like I have to look again, man. It really looks. I mean, you're straining that shirt, man.
I dried it.
Oh,
no, did you?
Oh yeah, that's all. It's shrunk a little bit.
Oh, okay, well, it makes you look good, man.
He put it in boiling water and then he dried it. Yeah, you're looking buff. All right, we got to get out of here. And thanks so much for checking out the podcast, #1 video podcast in America. Pass it on to your friends, share it, let them know what's going on with Jack Dam Elliott, Ron Dam Williams, and we'll catch you next time. Remember, when you go out to do what you do, do it, by God, like Jack and Ron do what they do. Do it like Jack and Ron. Be the best at what you do. Give it 110, 120, 130% effort like Jack and Ron. Go out there, give it hell.